Welcome to the Skein Witch YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Alicia, or Allie for short. If you like knitting, crochet, and all things crafty, subscribe to my channel and follow me, my pretty. Hello, my fiber friends. How are we all doing? I hope we are all doing well. So first things first, I got a new microphone. If you see it on camera, I'm just trying different kinds of angles and stuff. If it bothers you that it's here, let me know and I will move it out of the way, out of the shot. I just figured I like the look of having a microphone on screen, especially when I'm going to do the podcast. I am here because I have been tagged in the Made with Love tag. I was tagged on by Amanda from Mandobug here on YouTube. She is wonderful and I love watching her videos. I actually created her Lift Your Spirits mystery crochet along back in October. I crocheted this beautiful shawl, and I will put a picture of it somewhere on the screen. She creates patterns and I absolutely love her patterns. I definitely want to make more of them. She does do knitting and crochet, so that's pretty cool too. But anyways, to go back into what I was saying, I was tagged by her on this Made with Love tag. Sorry if I look down, I have my notes here. This tag was created by Made by Mimi. It's just 10 questions to get to know the person who was tagged. I hope you all enjoy my responses. I also wanted to say I have been having really bad luck with the 100 subscriber giveaway that I did. I had to choose not one person, I ended up choosing two, and so far neither one of them got back to me. So now I need to redo that again, and I don't know, I just feel bad that I keep drawing people and no one's claiming their prize. So if you want to be involved in that giveaway, stay tuned to the end, because I think I'm just going to create a new giveaway video, because I don't know, just selecting, I feel like it's been so long since that video was made that now it's just, let me just have a new giveaway. I'm going to throw in some more yarn and let's try to get this yarn to somebody. I think that whoever won, I guess maybe either they didn't hit the notification bell, so they don't get my notifications, or maybe YouTube is just not sending them out. I really don't know how that works. That being said, I will talk about the giveaway at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned if you want to be involved. So the first question is, how long have you been knitting / crocheting? So I kind of explained this in my first video that I ever made. I pretty much learned from my mom. She was taught by her mom and her sister, so then she taught me. And then in 4th grade, it was definitely elementary school, I was a part of the crocheting and knitting club, which was super cool that my school did that. I don't think they had anything else like that after that. I definitely was in probably 4th grade, and it was only a few weeks long, or a week long or something. It wasn't very long at all, so you just learned the basics. And then from there, throughout the years, I had picked up either knitting or I picked up crochet, but I never really tried to make anything big. I just made scarves and things like that. So I would say around the time of the pandemic, when the pandemic first started, that's when I picked up crocheting again. And that's when I kind of deep dove into crocheting, where I was actually trying to make garments and things like that. That's when I picked crocheting back up. So what is that, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I don't even know the concept of time right now. So I picked up crocheting then. And then with knitting, I actually recently just picked up knitting. Again, when I learned how to knit as a kid, I only knew how to make just regular scarves, on the long needles. I had never done circular needles at all. And the thing is, I really love hand-dyed yarn. I think you guys kind of know that from watching my videos. I love hand-dyed yarn, but I feel like with crochet, it's hard to use hand-dyed yarn, because usually hand-dyed yarn is a smaller weight, I guess you can say. So then I was like, you know what? I should really learn how to knit. And that's kind of when it all started. So that was a few months ago. I can't think of exactly when. Probably around the time that I created the podcast is around the time that I just started teaching myself knitting. I was told by a lady in a yarn store that I should try continental knitting, being that I am a crocheter. And that's pretty much when I took off. I always had tried like English style because that's what my mom had taught me. But then doing continental had definitely made me a little bit more confident in knitting. So now, if you guys have seen my other videos, I am now currently working on my first sweater. I finished my first pair of socks. But, oh my god, long story short, I guess you could say within the last 3 years, I picked up crocheting like for real. And then a few months ago, I picked up knitting for real. Sorry about that long-winded answer. What is your oldest make? Unfortunately, I don't have my oldest make for neither crochet or knitting. Like I said, I did make a bunch of scarves that I did use for a long time. Majority of them I either gave away to family members or I gave away, to charity. I don't know what it's called. Like we have these bins that you can drop clothes off and it goes to helping homeless people and things like that. And then my first crochet garment, I ended up frogging because the arms were too small. And so I ended up just frogging that, and I don't even know where that yarn is, to be honest. So I don't have my oldest make, unfortunately. What is your most recent make? So my recent finished object would be my socks on magic loop. So that was my latest make. I'll insert a picture. What is your dream yarn? This question, I'm not really sure if it means like if I could make my own yarn, what would be my dream yarn? I don't really know. I like pretty much any kind of yarn, so I'm not picky. My dream yarn is always like anything Mesa Skeins related, as you guys know, because I love all of her yarn. I think that if I had to pick a dream yarn from Mesa Skeins, it would be definitely the club base. And I would want to see like Macy's take on like a cornflower blue with like purple speckles. I don't know, because she kind of sent me my dream yarn recently, which was her Fairy Dust colorway. I'll grab it. Hold on. This is her colorway Fairy Dust. So she sent this to me and it actually came in just in time for my birthday. So it was kind of like getting like a birthday gift from Macy. So again, thank you, Macy. I did message her thanking her so much because I literally like cried when I opened this. This is my dream yarn. It has purples. It has blues. It's just all around like my favorite. So pretty. So pretty. So the answer is that is pretty much my dream yarn. How many whips do you have? So currently I only have 2 whips. I guess you could say 4. So currently my current whips that I'm working on is the Festival Sweater by Petite Knit. And my second is the Tulip Sweater by Melody Hoffman, I believe. Those are my 2 current, like those are the ones that I'm working on paying most attention to. And then I also have like that's sitting in the background. Mandobug said like a name for this. I forget what she called it, but it was like the inactive whips that I have. I can't think of the word that she had like a name for it, and I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what it is, because you sometimes have whips that you don't like work on, but they're still whips, but you're just not currently working on them. So I do have the Waru shawl. I forget the name of the designer for that one. That's a crocheted shawl. That one I have not worked on in a very, very long time. I have that. And then I also have oh my god, I can't think of the name of the blanket. I talked about it on like my first and second podcast. I'll have the name come up here. I also have those granny squares started, but I have not made any in forever. I think I have to do a like granny square Sunday and commit and just start making granny squares because I have all this yarn that I need to use. They're like mini skeins. What does your stash look like? My stash is big and it is growing, and I need to start using yarn. I am definitely what people like to call a yarn hoarder. I am not a pack rat. I don't like having a lot of stuff everywhere. So when I start having a lot of stuff, I get like anxious. So I'm currently kind of going through that with my yarn, but at the same time, I look at my yarn and no matter what it is, I cannot get rid of it. So I do have a like little cubicle thing, and that's holding all of my hand-dyed yarn. I mean, my Mesa Skeins yarn is wild. I have way too much Mesa Skeins yarn, but I can't. She keeps putting out good colorways and I keep buying them. And then I have another cubicle filled with just random hand-dyed yarn. Like I have some from Blue Barn Fiber. I have some from Sock Obsessions. There's a lot over there. And then like I have a cabinet and that's filled with yarn as well. Some Mesa Skeins yarn. I got the Hobby order that I placed that I made a video for. That's all in there as well. So that's that. And then I also have more yarn like sitting here next to my desk. I have yarn on my desk. I have yarn there. And then I have the totes. I have totes filled with yarn. I think I have 3, I forget how many gallon totes they are. I have 3 big ones filled, and then I have a small like flat tote filled, and then I have like some on my bookshelf. So I have a lot of yarn, like a lot, and it's overwhelming because I now open my closet door and there's just yarn everywhere. And even though it makes me happy, it also makes me sad because I'm not using any of it. But yes, I have a lot of yarn. I'm definitely going to be doing like a stash video eventually because I do want to go through my stash and start kind of getting rid of some. If I can do giveaways, I'll do that. If I can donate some, I'll do that too. I know with COVID, it's a little bit, and I'm in New York, so it's very hard to try to donate anything anywhere, like especially like to the nursing homes or anything. I mean, I haven't heard of the updated rules on it yet. But yeah, I have a lot of yarn and I do need to destash like pretty soon. The next question is, are you a loose or tight knitter / crocheter? I'm definitely a tight crocheter. I'm a loose knitter. When do you weave in your ends? So with crochet, I weave in as I go. With knitting, I actually just learned how to weave in my ends as I go with knitting, but I was just kind of leaving them and then just leaving them. I was just leaving them because honestly, I was like, oh my God, I have to weave all these ends in. And then I just didn't. But yeah, no. And now that I learned how to weave in my ends as I go, I do weave in my ends as I go. A pattern you can't stop thinking about. Well, as all of you know, I think I've said this so many times now. The pattern that I have been absolutely obsessed with and I can't get enough of, that I really want to make, but I haven't made it yet because I think that it's just a little too advanced for me. It is the Love Magic sweater. That's love, and magic is spelled Magick sweater by Disco Stitch. It's the prettiest thing. Prettiest sweater I have ever seen. I just am a fan of the big sleeves. I think that that's beautiful. I have the colorway that I want to use with it. I bought icicles from Mesa Skeins and I am dying to make this sweater. It'll come eventually. That is the pattern that I can't stop thinking about. I just love that pattern so much. What is your biggest knitting / crochet goal? Knitting is definitely just to get better. I want to get quicker. I am very slow knitter. Very slow. But I'm also a slow crocheter, so I mean, I think I'm a little bit quicker when it comes to crochet, but I just feel like crochet maybe is a little bit quicker than knitting. I don't really know. So definitely to get quicker at knitting. And then with crochet, I think it would be to get my crochet mojo back, because now that I've been knitting, I've kind of put crochet on the back burner and I haven't really looked at her, and all of my hooks are screaming at me. So I definitely want to make something crochet. I think I just need to find that pattern that I'm like, oh my god, I need to make that, you know? Because my crochet mojo has gone right out the window and knitting is taking first place. So yeah, that's my biggest knitting and crochet goal. This was really fun. I really enjoyed answering these questions. I hope you guys all enjoyed hearing my answers. I have to now tag somebody, and I think that somebody is going to be all of you. Whoever is watching this video, I would really love for you to answer any of these questions. If you want to answer all of them, go ahead. If you want to answer one or two, go ahead. As I said before, I will be doing a giveaway. If you were here for the last giveaway video, you would have seen that I was giving away this Mesa Skeins Candy Hearts in Spade DK, which is this right here. Sorry about the crinkles. And then I also made these little stitch markers. I handmade them. They're not made professionally, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so that was the first giveaway that, as I said, nobody has claimed their prize. So here I am doing this for the third time now. So I think that I'm like a little giveaway cursed here. I don't know. So then that's the first two. And then I'll also be giving away these two skeins right here. It's just a like cream and black speckled yarn. It's very pretty, very soft. This is by Plymouth Yarn Company, and it is Happy Feet 100 Splash hand dyed, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. It is a fingering weight, and it has approximately 384 yards each. They're made in Peru. Yeah, the colorway is 110 black neutrals. So I have these two skeins right here, and this is the yarn that I use to make the Lift Your Spirits shawl by Mandobug. I absolutely love this yarn. It is so soft and it's really nice. These are the yarns that I will be giving away. My rules for this giveaway is that you must subscribe and please hit the notification bell to make sure you know when I am posting, you know? Definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, you must answer one of the questions that I was asked. I will be reading them, but I just won't be answering back. If I do like give your comment a heart, it's because you won the giveaway. So just keep that in mind, because that's what I did for the other two people, but neither claimed their prize, as I said. I'm sorry that I feel like every video that I've posted lately is either like giveaway winner, like it's just so annoying, so I'm sorry. We'll see. Hopefully this time it works, because I'm so sad having to pick a new winner, you know? I would be upset like if I won and then didn't see it and lost out on my chance of yarn, you know? Okay, so today's February 24th. I'll choose a winner on the 7th. So the last day to enter this giveaway will be Sunday, March 6th. So you have until then. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye!